Chairman Shaheen, thank you very much. Thank you for convening this hearing. Director Wray, welcome back to this subcommittee. I, too, before considering the budget request, like to make a brief word on yesterday's senseless act of violence that stole the lives of 19 children and 2 teachers. My wife and I have had this conversation. It's heartbreaking. The murder of these innocent children is horrific. In a small town, tight-knit community like Uvalde, that's the size of a town I grew up in, I know there will not be a single member of the community who's not touched by this tragedy. Director Wray, I'm confident that you will bring the full investigative powers of the FBI to bear in determining the motives, the warnings, and how and why. I'm also confident there will be an introspection, examining whether all laws, NICS section policies were properly followed, and we await your findings. The FBI is requesting $10.7 billion for salaries and expenses in 2023. That amount is $605 million, or 6% above the FY22 enacted. But as we've seen demonstrated in Texas and in Buffalo and nearly every city across the country, violent crime, including murders, assaults, and robberies, is on the rise. I could give this committee statistics, percentages on the rise of crime, but no one here, especially after yesterday's tragic shooting, doubts that violent crime is a growing problem in our country. We've also seen a dramatic increase in violent attacks on law enforcement officers. This is a matter that I know you, Director Wray, care about deeply. I've seen it in your conversations. I've heard it in your testimony. I experienced it on our telephone call yesterday. And I appreciate your efforts, your care and concern, and your efforts to raise awareness about the violent crime occurring across our country. While I know the Bureau is working to keep us safe here at home, we also face ever-evolving threats from foreign adversaries as well. I recognize your job is really endless. There is never enough that can be done. You've repeatedly warned that nothing presents a broader, more severe threat to our ideas, our innovation, and our economic security than the Chinese government. I understand that as of January of this year, the FBI is investigating more than 2,000 cases of Chinese government trying to steal our information and technology, and the FBI is opening a new counterintelligence case every 12 hours. I'm interested to learn about the FBI's efforts to address cybercrime and ransomware. The Bureau made transformational changes after 9/11, and these changes help keep our nation safe from acts of terrorism. Today, changes of a similar magnitude may be needed to combat cyber threats, including threats from both criminal organizations and state actors. I appreciated your comments to the students at the University of Kansas when we were there together this past March, where you emphasized how important it will be for them to bring their talents to the front line of the cybersecurity workforce. Director Wray, I look forward to hearing today about the Bureau's budget, your budget request, and I hope to be able to help you and the FBI address all of the challenges that we face in this country related to law enforcement. The challenges are tremendous. The ones that we saw reminded of again yesterday are at the forefront, but the world is a dangerous place every place we turn. I welcome you to the subcommittee, and I look forward to a somber and sober discussion of the circumstances we find ourselves in.